So whenever I'm given sidekicks in a game, I always try and make them do all of my work for me. So much so that today I won't be attacking at all. I actually rebound my attack keys to ones I never press. The only ability I have is this shield, which will let me do nothing in peace. So let me introduce you to my two servants for today. These two auto turrets actually take all of the aggro, which is really nice. The best thing about these turrets is that they take on the bonuses that I pick up. So today we're using the artifact of command that lets me pick which ability I want, which will pretty much allow us to break the game. And the most important item for us during this run is this bustling fungus. If either me or my little servant stand still, we have these healing auras, and that's going to be very important for what's coming up. But first, let's keep collecting some upgrades. I'm just going to have to keep dropping my turrets down along the way so that they can take all the aggro and kill all of my enemies for me. If only they could carry me around as well, that would be nice. Maybe this shrine can give us some items as well. Oh, we found a green one. Hold on, we need to just put our turret down here. While my turret's doing all the work, I can hide. Oh, who came in? Okay, well, let's pick our first green ability, and I think we're going to go with the ukulele. That'll give our turrets the chance to cause a chain lightning every time they attack an enemy. There is a bit of a cooldown on the turrets as well, so there might be times where we just need to run away. But also, we're not making any money if our turrets aren't defeating enemies for us. But so far, they're doing a pretty good job. And hopefully, if we can collect enough of this bustling fungus, then even our turrets should become pretty invincible. Oh, we finally found an orange item. Maybe for right now, we'll just take this foreign fruit. That lets us do an extra heal if we need to. That will probably make sense very soon. For now, we're just going to keep getting chests, and I'm only going to take this bustling fungus. I want as much of this fungus as we can get. Since we're getting a couple of green items, though, I might take a hopu feather as well. That's one that gives us an extra jump. You can see our turrets healing over there in the distance. There's a good couple of chests here. Let's get both of them. Right, one more fungus, and we've got another green one, so I'll just get another ukulele. You can see all that chain lightning from our turrets now. We've already got 5 bustling fungus. Okay, but we've pretty much cleaned out this first level, so it might be time for us to go. Let's just see if there's any last items in this shrine. Oh, another green one? Okay, we'll take another ukulele then in that case. Ouch, that lizard just shot me. Let's see how well our turrets do against this first boss. Oh, it's a stone titan. Just waiting for my second turret cooldown. There we go. Now both are down. And if we keep an eye on their health, you can see they're still healing very fast. They're healing like 10 health per tick. And even this giant titan isn't damaging them already. If we just put up our shield, then we can really sit back and watch the action. It's actually kind of peaceful in here. Alright, well, so far so good. That titan just got absolutely melted by my turrets. Why don't we make that 4 ukuleles in the first level? And I think that should be time for us to go on to stage 2. And we haven't even lifted a finger. We've made it to the wetlands now. It's really important we get a certain legendary item to really unlock the power of our little turret friends. Just wait for our servants to hurry up and kill all these enemies so I can afford this chest. And that's amazing. We got our legendary item. So for this, we're taking this item just here. This one's called Kuhana's Opinion. This lets us fire some haunting skulls whenever we're healed for a certain amount. I think you might be able to see where this is going. Because our healing turrets have these little AoE auras, that means that we can proc lots of these floating skulls to just obliterate our enemies. And the more fungus we can get, the better our heals are, and the more damage we should be able to do. So I think all in all, this is probably going to be a very good time. It's even this little healing drone we can pick up just to do some extra heals. I mean, sometimes the more servants you can have, the better. We got another green item. I think let's take another hopu feather. That way we've got 2 extra jumps if we need them. Knowing me, I'll probably fall off a cliff accidentally or something like that. Still getting plenty of bustling fungus. We're already up to 12. So now we get to test out the strength of our 2 turrets on this next boss. You can also see the turrets take on our items that we have as well. I don't know why they need ukuleles, but whatever. Okay, here we go. Now, if I just go and stand over near my turrets, why don't we throw up our shield as well, just in case? Oh, okay. We got an achievement for defeating the boss in less than 5 seconds. Good job, turrets. Love your work. Also, the more fungus we get, the larger these circles get as well, which is very nice. We did get another green item, so this time we might try out this shield. That reduces damage for us while we're sprinting. We probably won't need it, but I mostly got it because it looks pretty cool. I'm starting to not even be able to see the enemies before we've obliterated them. Ow, well, that one shot me. Okay. Clearly, we've got some work to do if I can be shot. All right, why don't we try this Shrine of Combat? Let's see how much of a challenge things could be. Apparently, these guys want a piece of me. All right, there's so many skulls now, I can't even tell where the enemies are. Nothing touched me, though, and I barely moved, so I think we're on the right track. Why don't we just activate this portal? Actually, let me just stand in my shield, first of all. Well, that was actually much faster than I expected it to be. Why don't we try one of these little slugs? This means that whenever we're sprinting and we jump, we get this little boost, so we're pretty slow otherwise, so this kind of helps us move around a bit faster. These skulls are even attacking things through buildings. Okay, things are definitely melting before I even see them. Just a few more chests here I want to collect before we go. Turns out that is 3 more fungus for us to take through to the next level. Now, I'm hoping there should be some harder enemies here. This should be one right now. See how long he can last. Not very long is the answer. Already, we've got enough for our first chest. So you know what that means? More fungus. On this map, there's also a secret boss that we can spawn to get an extra legendary item. We just need to break some eggs that are hidden around the map. Oh, here's some right here. I'm not sure how we can break them because I actually can't shoot. So we might have to hope that they get caught in some crossfire. What about if I put them right on top? Well, while I think about that, let's activate this portal. That should give us 2 bosses at the end, which means double the loot, hopefully. You know what? This is going to be the only exception for us attacking, just to break these little eggs. I think that's allowed. So anyway, that's 1 lot of eggs. We still need another 4 or 5 to spawn this boss. Ah, there's a second pair up here. Even more helping hands. That way we can do nothing even harder. Oh, there's another one of these shrines. That should be even more final bosses. This is going to be a really good test of how strong we are. Okay, here's 1 more egg. Oh, here's one too. I'm also not even sure which item I want to take from these green items. Why don't we try this one out? That way when we deal damage, we get healed even more. That should really help with this build that we're doing as well. Okay, I think I see the last egg here. So, if we break this... Yes, okay, this should be it. Ah, the boss has spawned. Perfect. Now, let me go over here and we'll set up our turrets right here. Oh, he's shooting. Also, we're going to put up our special shield. And now we're going to watch the show. He put up a good effort, but turns out our little friends down there are just way too strong. Beautiful. Now we can pick our next legendary item. And I've got the perfect idea. This one right here. This one's called the Rejuvenation Rack, and it doubles the strength of our healing. This is one of our old turrets. He's healing for 98, and this is one of our new turrets with a new legendary item attached. He's healing for 195. We're definitely ready to spawn these bosses. How many are we going to get, though? I'm a bit nervous. Oh my gosh, that's so many. Time to sit in my shield, and let's watch this show as well. Okay, that looks like that's 1 down, 2 down, 3, and 4. That was actually not a problem at all. Looks like it gave us 3 items that we can choose. Why don't we just stack up these leech seeds like we were planning? And there's also this special yellow boss item. I'm not sure which one to take here, actually. I don't really know what they do. But why don't we try this egg? That looks pretty cool. Receive flat healing when attacked. Maybe I should be trying to take more damage from the enemies. There's my little egg in front of me. What is in that egg? Imagine running into me in a dark alley. Okay, our teleporter's done though. Let's get out of here. Now that we're in Sky Meadow, we should get a really good test for our abilities, I think. While my turrets are taking care of everything, I'm just going to go around and collect some loot. We've actually found another Shrine of Combat, and I saw that there's one over here as well. My 1 turret that I've placed over there is kind of taking care of everything. Let's see how they like 2 turrets. It's given us a huge amount of money, so we should have no problem affording all of the chests we can find now. I just realized we've got 2 new giant horns off the side of us. Yeah, and our turret has them as well. It's pretty awesome. We're already up to 32 bustling fungus, and we're not slowing down. Why don't I even get one of these little turrets? They can do a bit of work for us too. Well, with our turrets holding our back, I actually don't feel threatened at all. They're taking all of the aggro. All of these skulls we're shooting are just taking care of things right across the map. Kind of just free to walk around and do my own thing. Oh, my upgrade went off. Oh, we just got another legendary item. Hold on. There's also an orange one there, so I need to make sure I get the right thing. And I think maybe a second one of these Nkuhana's opinions will be a great idea. That should mean we can fire even more skulls when we're healing. I mean, let's see how many we can shoot now. Yep, that's definitely a lot of skulls from... That was just 1 turret as well. This time, I might take another slug just to give us a little extra jump boost. That way we can really travel around fast. We're also finding a few little drones around the place, so I might try and pick up as many of them as I can. Especially these little healing drones. Is 7 ukuleles too many? I'm sure it must be, but we're taking it anyway. Oh, we missed a chest up there as well. I should go and get that first. Wow, that's such a cool rock. I never noticed that before. All right, this is our last chest, and that will just be our 40th bustling fungus. Okay, let me just set up my turrets here, nice and close together, and let's activate the stage 5 teleporter. I'm going to set up my little shield here, and oh, the show's already over. Look, I don't know what to say. I was in for a nice show, and it kind of ended instantly. Our last chance at a good fight is going to be Mithrix, who's the final boss, so fingers crossed he's got something up his sleeve. It's kind of funny to think that we've come this far and I haven't need to shoot a weapon at a single enemy. Got a few little turrets following us in here. It really doesn't look like we have too many items, but when you realize that we actually have 40 bustling fungus, it's kind of crazy. First thing we need to do in this final level is activate the portal, so we've just got to go to these pillars of light to do that. Normally the mobs here can be a bit more challenging, especially these guys, but I think we've got them under control at least. This is where our 5 Hoppu feathers are going to come in very nicely. Now we can just jump across these giant gaps. Looks like our first pillar of light is in here. I'm just going to dodge all of these guys. Let me set up our turrets. And now we can watch the show. Perfect. Our turrets are really sorting this out. And because they've got so much healing, they're barely taking any damage at all. Well, I mean, they are taking damage, but they're healing it instantly. That's our first pillar done, and we're just going to get the other 3. Okay, beautiful. Here's the next one. This one's not very friendly. It tries to attack you all the time. Luckily, our healing's so good. I can just kind of sit here and take all the damage. Here's another one that's not very friendly. It's even trying to push me out of the area. It's trying its hardest. Oh, now we're outside. Okay, I'll take a step forward. Okay, there's 3 down. Just 1 more to go. Oh, it is a long way down there. Definitely don't want to drop down that far. I love having 5 Hoppu feathers. Okay, well, this went pretty smoothly, I would say. We took out all of the pillars, not too much of an issue. It's time for us to go and see if the final boss is any challenge at all. This guy thinks he's so important being this high in the sky. Here he is, our little mate. Oh, our turrets are doing great damage against him. And look at all of these skulls go as well. You know what? Why don't we set up our turrets a bit closer to the middle? I think somewhere about here would be nice. Everybody's trying to attack me. I just want to watch the show. I don't want to be involved. That's why I brought my turrets, okay? Look, you can have a turret here. Enjoy. How do you like that? So far, mission achieved, I would say. The only thing I'm really having to do is put up new shields, so that's kind of fun. And maybe do a couple of jumps away from Mithrix. Get to do a fun little puzzle activity while we're waiting. All right, this bit I'm a little bit worried about is stealing all of our items. My drones are going to have to do some damage to him here. The more items I get back, the stronger my drones should be. Oh, he kind of just one-shot that drone. Since I can't cause him any damage without our drones, it's going to be a bit of a problem, maybe. Okay, that's good, though. We're getting some things back. I got my Hoppu feathers then. Oh, very good. Now we've got our skulls back. Now we're talking. That's all we needed. Turns out that wasn't bad at all. As soon as we got our items back, he melted in about 5 seconds. Now all we need to do is casually stroll back to our spaceship and get off this planet. We can pretty much just jump the whole way across with our Hoppu feathers. Well, this has been a nice relaxing time, actually. It's always a good time when your little servants can do all of the work for you, and you can just sit back and relax. Oh, looks like that guy needed some good servants. Okay, well, I guess it's time to go home and finish watching One Piece then. If you're into the content, leave a like, and why not leave a comment? And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you doing? Love you! Mwah! Okay, bye.